What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I wanted to show you an issue that I ran into with my Live Scanner Elite. It's the trolling motor mount that we have for our Lowrance active target. Now, as you can see, I'm manually spinning this with my hand. You're not supposed to be able to do that. This is an electric mount, a powered mount. It's an awesome mount, I will say that. I just ran into a little bit of an issue with it. I was up on the St. Lawrence River. If you guys are familiar with that body of water, it's a huge body of water. It gets really rough at times. And when I got home from that trip, I happened to notice that the Live Scanner was doing this. You're not supposed to be able to spin this without using either the foot pedal or the remote. So I contacted Live Scanner, told them what was happening. They knew exactly what went on and what I needed to do. The customer service was awesome. They had the part out in the mail that same day, and I got the part a few days ago. We're going to get the swap out done. I'm going to show you guys exactly what needs to be done in case you run into this issue as well. Again, this isn't good. So let me grab the part and I'll show you what we got to do. Okay, we can do this entire process without taking it off of the boat. It's very, very simple, as I mentioned. So the first step is when you're looking at the head of the Live Scanner, there's a bigger nut and a smaller nut, a skinnier nut. We're going to want to loosen up this bigger nut. I'm just going to use a wrench like this, and shouldn't be too hard to get that loosened up. Just kind of support the head with one hand as you're loosening it up, and once you get it started, you can see it comes right off. That will allow the head to just slide right off, and you could actually already kind of see the part that's broken. It's this piece right here, okay, that sits down in the shaft of the Live Scanner Elite. I'll take some pictures and put them up on the screen as we're going too, just so so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is a very easy process. So I'm going to set this broken side apart, or broken piece aside. Now that we have the head off of the shaft, we're going to want to remove the two set screws, one on each side. There's one there and one there, opposite each other. It's a 1/8 inch Allen wrench. Just go ahead and remove those, take them right out. Now, once we do that, you're going to have to be able to, using your foot pedal, rotate back and forth, because what you have to do, now that we have those set screws out of the way, you might not be able to see it in the video. I'll try taking a picture, but you're going to have to kind of like get a light in there, because if you look down in here, there's a piece that basically what we have to do is there's two more set screws on the inside piece of this, but you have to line them up with these holes to be able to get the Allen wrench in there and loosen those set screws up. Now, these set screws, the interior ones, are a smaller size. Live Scanner does send the right size Allen wrench in the kit with it. I'm not exactly sure what size it is, to be honest, but again, the kit does come with it. All right, so I'm gonna use my foot pedal, and I'm gonna, again, you probably can't see in there, but I'm using my remote, not my foot pedal, but I'm gonna get the first hole lined up, looking in there. And you don't even need a flashlight, actually, when you're looking in there. Again, I know it's not going to come out on camera, but when you're looking in there, you'll be able to see, okay, there's the first one. So again, you're not going to be able to see, but looking in there, I can see the one set screw. So now you're going to take the smaller Allen wrench that was provided with the kit, get in there, loosen that one up, and again, take it all the way out. Okay. All right, so there you can see it. It's very small. Very tiny. I'm not even sure if you can see it on the tip of the Allen wrench there. So we're going to set that one aside. Now you're going to turn the head over, look in the other side, and again, use your foot pedal, or I'm using the remote, spin it back and forth until you see the next, which is right there. I believe they're about 45 degrees apart. So it's right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one out of there. Okay, there you can see it right there. Again, it's the same size as the last one. So we're going to set those two aside. Now that we have those two interior set screws removed, we can reach in and get the broken piece out of there. So just grab, and they say sometimes it'll just fall out. Let's see. If it doesn't, just get a, mine's not falling out, so just get a pair of needle nose pliers and reach in there. And this is the other part of the broken piece. So let me show you the two pieces together. So this is what broke, okay? I think they call it the collar, or I'm not even sure what they call it. I believe it's the collar. Okay, so that's the piece that broke on me. The new piece, as you can see, this one is kind of like coiled. The new piece is a solid piece. So this is when I mentioned before that they upgraded it. As you can see, the new piece is a solid shot, okay? Not gonna break anywhere near as easily. So what you have to do when you're looking in here to get, I'm sorry, and the new piece does come with 2 new set screws in it already. Again, I'm not sure how well it's turning out on video, but you can see one of the set screws here and one of the other set screw on the other side. What you need to do when you're looking in the inside of the head, there's a flat piece. And again, I'll take a picture and I'll circle exactly what I'm talking about just in case it's not turning out well on video, but there's a flat piece on the pin down in there. When you put this new piece in, you're gonna put, if you're looking at the new piece, looks like that, the set screw end is gonna go down, okay? So you can see it has this cross pin in it. That's gonna be facing closer to you, okay? So again, set screws are gonna go down in there, but you have to put one of the set screws on the flat portion of the pin in there. So if you think about it, so that way when you tighten down these set screws, it locks on to that pin that's in there. Okay, so again, I'll take a picture, put it on your screen so you know exactly what I'm talking about, but we're basically just gonna place this down there, and it actually helps to use needle nose to do this instead of trying to do it with your fingers. Unless you have really tiny hands, it's probably not gonna happen. So again, one of the set screws is gonna go right over that flat part. And now that we have the piece in there, now we need to do the same thing, rotate using your foot pedal or your remote until you can see the new set screws in the holes, tighten them back up, and then we're just gonna reverse our steps, put it back together. Now when you pop the new pin down in, or the new collar I should say, down in there, the set screws on the new collar are exact opposite of each other. Okay, so where that's gonna come into play, once you have one lined up and you reach in there and tighten one side, the other side should be lined up automatically for you. Okay, it's not like the old one that you had to rotate. So I was actually incorrect when I said that. Once you put the new collar in there, you get one side done, the other side should be lined up for you as well. Now that we have both interior set screws tightened down, we're gonna go ahead and reinsert the exterior. Again, those are the 1/8. And you're basically just gonna tighten these until they're about flush with the head. So right about there. All right, guys, basically last step. So you're just gonna take it, and that crossbar on the new collar is gonna line up and go into the grooves on the shaft. So just take a peek in there, and you can spin this manually to kind of get it lined up. So once you have it lined up, get it popped on there, you just kind of go back and forth a little bit until you get it lined up. And obviously once it gets lined up, you'll be able to tell. And then position your head how you want it. Mine was angled just about like that. And then we'll go ahead and tighten down that big nut on the shaft. All right, so the one thing I noticed once I got everything buttoned back up is, as you can see, the arrow on my live scanner is pointing that way, but my active target is facing this way. So basically all I have to do is loosen up my active target mount, reposition that, get it lined up with that arrow, and we're good to go. As you can hopefully see, the arrow is now lined up with pointing where my active target is pointing. If you did it correctly, when you use the foot pedal or the remote, when that arrow spins, the bottom should spin with it as well, obviously. So let's see. As you can see, it is now working properly. Before this, the top would spin, but the bottom did nothing because it was just loose. There was no connection. All right, so it's that simple. If you guys are having this issue with your live scanner, that simple to fix, very easy to do. Literally, if I wasn't making the video, this probably would have been a 5-10 minute project tops. It's that simple. So any questions or comments or concerns, put them down below and I'll get them answered for you. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.